thought this would happen, but I think it's going to be our next single.
There we go.
It's really exciting. I think this is it. This is... All right, a little... Okay, all right. They like it! You know, this song, there's always a song that fans, for lack of a better word right now, latch onto, and that they're real music lovers and the listeners, and this is the one early on that people thought, when we asked, what do you think should be a single, they always mention this, but people didn't quite, you know, think that this was the one at the time. Right. You know, some of the people at record company or at radio stations, but they've warmed up to it, and now it's really fun to have a song that's eclectic and different to be a single.
Kind of single you kind of earn the right to put out.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Stuff like that. I guess, are we doing our tweet question, or are we going to do an audience question? Oh, we're doing an audience question. By the way, Keith, that was a great question on Twitter. Hashtag ask.
That was an amazing question. Thank you.
Excellent question. So we got another question from the audience. Corey, right here. Could you take my mic, Corey? If it'll reach.
Hey. You already kind of talked about Night of the Hunter a little bit. I was wondering more of like the inspiration behind it, and if at some point there's going to be a video for it.
Well, that's a great question. I would love to make a video for Night of the Hunter, because I think it is one of the most cinematic songs on the record. It really, when I listen to it, we play it live on stage, it always evokes imagery to me, and very lyrical lyrics, if you could say that. But the song really grew from, you know, I think my brother and I were born in Louisiana. You know, we had a single mom. We were born into,
your mother won a grandson of you, Shannon, and
our family was myself, my brother, and my mother, who at the time was a high school dropout, living in the South, really didn't have very much in terms of materialistic things, and although we moved out of the South when we were kids, you know, we joke that we kind of climbed out of the muddy banks of the Mississippi River with food stamps in one hand and our instruments in the other. And, you know, my mother helped carve a new life for us. And I think that that song has some spirit of the South in it, some kind of Gothic, American Gothic feel. Not eyeliner type of Gothic, but American Gothic, you know. So that's where that came from. And Flood and I were talking about that Night of the Hunter as a phrase, and he would discuss the film, which I hadn't seen at the time, but now I have since seen. Because there's an old Robert Mitchum movie called Night of the Hunter, which is a very strange, dark, perverse film.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess what we'll do now is with my iPad 6 that they gave me.
Great.
I want to read a couple tweets. These are tweets, you know, we're getting a lot. Ask3OSTM is the hashtag.
Okay.
From our place, and so I'm sort of going through the ones that, you know, please come to insert South American country here.
Sure.
We got a lot of those.
Yes.
This is an interesting question. This is from Miss Levette 666. My mom remains adamant that the lyrics in The Kill are "marry me, not bury me." Have you ever had any alternate lyrics you prefer?
I mean, you can make whatever lyrics you want, really. I don't care. Like, when I'm done with the song, it's yours. I kind of relinquish ownership of it. But it is "Bury Me," so, of course, the kids are always right.
Right.
So, Mom, you gotta listen to the kids, especially when it comes to music, all right?
Let's do two more kind of rapid fire right now.
Yeah, let's do a bunch.
Here we go. Oh, here's a good one. This is for you, Jared. Then there's also one for you. Jared, this is from Gotta Love Jordan. Hey Jared, do you look at specific people in the crowd at any point during concerts? I guess the thing is,
I
look at and take something
you know what's
from
funny
that.
is people don't think that I see them out there. I see every single person in the audience. And I look, probably by the end of the show, I have looked everyone in the eyes squarely, and I know who you are. And I know the people that are having a blast. I know the people that are a little shy. I know the people that haven't really committed to having a bit of chaos or freedom or abandon in their life that night. And but yes, I do see everyone.
This is another question I'm asking Shannon, because you're
Go ahead.
This applies to you. This is from Rachel with a lot of L's and stuff.
Rachel.
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 Rachel wants to know, how do you guys stay in such good shape?
Well, you know, I think it's just all that playing and eating all the junk food and overeating.
The Taco Bell diet works.
Yeah, you know.
The fast food diet?
Ever since Hurricane, you know, these guys, they're always in shape, but I did threaten them in Hurricane because we were all, it was supposed to be there was supposed to be a lot more skin.
I'll never forget that day, by the way. We were in Israel,
Yeah.
and Jared was like, let me tell you what, man. I think you should feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
So everyone should get to the gym.
So just let you know, shirts may be coming off, and you saw these guys, boom, you know,
Right to work. Right. And so we'll do one more of these, and obviously keep them coming, guys, before we go to the next video package. Maybe the answer is what we're talking about next. This is from Dari Vari. He wants to know, guys, what's the favorite clip that you've made? Clip being video. You have one?
I'm sorry.
I think the Closer to the Edge is really special because, thank you. You know, I think it says a lot about the experience.
Mhm.
It says a lot about our family of friends and fans around the world. And those are always my favorite thing, when we're able to take the camera and point it the other way. And I think, you know, what's unique about that video is rather than the camera facing us the whole time, it's actually behind us and it's facing out.
Yeah.
And that's just what I'm interested in, and I was glad to share that with the world. And these guys did an incredible job in Closer to the Edge. And
Thanks, dude.
you know, it was really a privilege to capture that in our audience out there.
You didn't do such a bad job yourself.
I think I wrote something to the effect of it also sort of captures the experience of going to these shows, and this kind of almost this communal thing, this like salvation that kind of happens at these shows. You know?
It very much is like it's. I don't want to sound like Jim Jones or anything, but it's very much a religious experience if you take the definitive definition of that word.
Yeah, it goes both ways too.
It really does. I mean, for us and the audience, and I think that the true believers, the people that really understand and that are a part of 30 Seconds to Mars, which represents not only these three guys, but all of us that are sharing this journey, understand how deep this goes, in that it's not just a bunch of songs, and the videos aren't commercials to sell a record, and the concerts aren't just isn't just the traveling merch store, and we're not just in this for fame or for cash or to get a bunch of chicks. You know, this is really runs deep for us, and I think people understand that, and we recognize that in our family as well.
Right on.
Well said.
I think it makes you guys pretty unique. I mean, every band, like I wrote something that every band really loves their fans, but few bands go as far to sort of share that love with their fans and prove that point. You know,
I think it really comes from a genuine curiosity that we feel about people. I mean, I'm really interested in the people that are coming and sharing this with us, the people that are on Twitter, the people that are on Facebook, the people that are on our website. I'm really interested and fascinated about their lives. I still do interviews with people like that are in Closer to the Edge. I still do them, and I'm collecting them, and I'll find people at shows and stay up late into the night asking questions. And I think we just have this innate curiosity that drives us.
Yeah, it's been like that since the beginning.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure. Obviously, another big video for you guys, nominated for a bunch of VMAs, is Kings and Queens.
Yes.
So we were also on the set of Kings and Queens. This is
nice.
a beautiful thing.
Well, how fun is
late
this?
night in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Riding around a bunch of.
Did you do this
flags.
artwork yourself?
I did that. I learned Photoshop or whatever just for this. Anyways, let's take a look back, and we're on the set of Kings and Queens. Have a look.
We're on day 2 of the shoot. It's been an incredible adventure, but it's also been really difficult because there's so many people, and we're shutting down streets of Los Angeles, downtown, bridges, some tunnels, Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica Pier.
End of the pier on this run.
We're doing all night shoots. That was my big dumb idea, to shoot at night. But I think the city is a beautiful place at night. We have these empty streets, and it's kind of a haunting, forgotten landscape.
It was pretty amazing. The feeling when you're riding your bike like that with all those people and the vibe is so good. Until you do it, I don't know if you can even describe how good it feels, you know? It's awesome. It's a good energy. Everyone should do it at least once, for sure. Do you concur?
I guess our rule as a band is to make sure that we do videos. I don't really think of them as videos, as more as
Experiences.
yeah, more as experiences. And we really remind each other, like, if we're gonna do it, make a short film. We're gonna go and make what some people think about as a commercial for a song or just a music video. Let's make sure that the experience is amazing.
I really, really like that behind-the-scenes package we cut. That was really impressive.
I thought it was the artwork. But you know,
I made that just for you.
Looking at that video, hold on, I'm gonna cry. Looking at that brings back so many
does, man.
memories. It's so nostalgic. It's such a you know, that really was, like I said, there wasn't about making a video, it was about an experience, having an experience. And we will, to our dying day, bring with us those moments of being in the midst of hundreds of people on those bicycles, riding down Hollywood Boulevard that's been shut down, no cars allowed, police patrol, and that sense of freedom and community.
Yeah, it's really unlike anything else. To be in that
very
is
special.
Something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very special.
So we have a lot of fans, obviously, around, and we have questions. But before we get to the next fan question, I wanted to point out Liz, who is sitting right here in the yellow scarf. Liz was actually downstairs before this thing. I don't know if you were late or what happened, but was tweeting, "I'm out in the rain, please let me up. I have to be in here." So we came down and got her, and so that's the